We all spend so much time thinking about what we put into our bodies. We read the labels on our food, we wash our hands carefully before we eat, we worry about germs, we worry about calories, we worry about whether something is organic. We go to great lengths to protect our physical health, doing everything we can to keep our bodies clean and strong. This is a good thing. It shows we care about the temple that is our body. But I have to ask you, do we give that same level of care and attention to the words that come out of our mouths? Do we guard our speech with the same focus we give our meals? So often, we do not. The truth is, the words we speak have a power that can shape our entire existence in ways we might not even realize. They are the steering wheel of our life. The Bible speaks about this very idea in a way that is so simple and so profound. In the book of Matthew, Jesus says, "What goes into a man's mouth does not make him unclean, but what comes out of his mouth, that is what makes him unclean." Matthew 15:11. Now think about that for a moment. It is not the food we consume that defines our spirit. It is the words we produce. The energy we release into the world through our speech is what truly matters. This idea turns our focus from the outside in to the inside out. It asks us to look deeper. The words that flow from us are not just random sounds. They are direct messengers from our inner world. They come from the heart. They reveal what is truly going on inside of us. It is the things that come out of our mouth. The kindness, the anger, the gossip, the encouragement, that have the power to make our life beautiful or to make it a struggle. The quality of your life is directly connected to the quality of your words. Your mouth is the gateway, but your heart is the source. So, as we move through our day, it is a powerful practice to start noticing. Notice the words you choose. Notice the tone you use with your loved ones. Notice the tone you use with your colleagues. Notice the tone you use even with the stranger at the grocery store. Are your words building bridges or are they building walls? Are they a source of healing or a source of hurt? This is not about judgment. It is about awareness. It is about understanding that we hold an incredible tool for creation right in our own mouths. And with that understanding, we can begin to consciously choose to use that tool for good, for ourselves, and for everyone around us. When we truly want to understand why we speak the way we do, we have to go to the source. It is not just about controlling your tongue. It is about examining your heart. Jesus made this connection so clear. In that same conversation, the people around him were focused on outward rules. They asked him why his followers did not wash their hands in the traditional way before eating, but Jesus redirected their attention. He wanted them to see something much more important. He saw that their hearts were not aligned with their actions, but the things that come out of the mouth come from the heart, and these make a man unclean. Matthew 15:18. This is a life-changing truth. Your words are an echo of what is living inside your heart. If your heart is filled with gratitude, if your heart is filled with love, your mouth will naturally speak words of kindness. Your mouth will naturally speak words of appreciation. You will find it easy to encourage others. You will find it easy to offer praise. You will find it easy to speak with gentleness. But if your heart is holding on to bitterness, holding on to resentment, holding on to fear, then harsh and critical words will likely find their way out. Our speech is like a window into our soul. It shows the world, it shows ourselves, the true condition of our inner life. You cannot consistently speak peace if you are carrying turmoil within. Think of it like a garden. Plant seeds of kindness, plant seeds of forgiveness, plant seeds of hope. You will harvest beautiful words, words that heal, words that connect, words that lift people up. If you allow the weeds of jealousy, the weeds of anger, the weeds of judgment, you will eventually find yourself speaking words that are like thorns, words that wound, words that separate, words that tear people down. The work then is not just to bite your tongue. The deeper, more meaningful work is to tend to the garden of your heart. So, the first step in changing your speech is to get quiet and listen to what is going on inside. What are you feeling? What thoughts are you holding on to? Are you nurturing grudges? Are you practicing forgiveness? The Bible connects the heart and the tongue for a reason. It points to a spiritual principle, and a deep psychological truth. Our words do not just appear from nowhere. They are born from the beliefs and emotions we cultivate within. To change what comes out, we must first change what is in. This ancient wisdom about the power of words is now being confirmed by modern science, and I find that so fascinating. Really, what spiritual teachers have known for centuries, scientists can now measure in our brains and bodies. Words aren't just empty sounds disappearing into the air. They are powerful vibrations creating real, physical changes within us. When you hear a word, it's not just your ears listening. Your entire nervous system responds. Your brain chemistry responds. Even your cellular structure responds. This is not mystical. This is biology. Studies show that when someone speaks kind, encouraging words, your brain gets a gift. It releases chemicals like dopamine, part of your brain's reward system. It makes you feel good and motivated. Oxytocin, the bonding or love hormone. It helps us feel safe, connected, trusting. A few words of genuine praise can lower stress and make you feel secure and happy. That's the science of why a sincere compliment can turn your day around. It's a chemical reaction of well-being. On the flip side, harsh and negative words do the opposite. Exposure to criticism, exposure to anger, exposure to gossip makes the brain perceive threat. That triggers stress hormones like cortisol. In small doses, cortisol helps us respond to danger. But constant exposure to negativity, from others or from our own self-talk, keeps cortisol high. Chronically high stress damages health. It can lead to high blood pressure, poor sleep, a weakened immune system, even shrink parts of the brain tied to memory and emotional regulation. Words can be nourishment or poison. They can support our health or slowly break it down. Think about that. The words floating around your home and around your workplace actively shape your physical and mental wellness. So be mindful of what you say. Choosing kind words isn't just politeness. It's creating a healthier environment for ourselves and for everyone around us. We are practicing preventative medicine, one conversation at a time. The effects of our words are not just happening inside our brains. We see their power playing out in our lives every single day, in very real and tangible ways. Our words are the tools we use to build our relationships, our careers, and our sense of self. They can be used to construct beautiful things, or they can be used as weapons of destruction. The choice is always ours. Let's look at some clear, real-life examples of this. Think about the power of praise, the sting of gossip. Genuine praise can change a person's trajectory. Imagine a child who is struggling with their schoolwork. A teacher could say, "You're just not good at this." That simple sentence can plant a seed of doubt that lasts a lifetime. The child starts to believe it, stops trying, and the prophecy fulfills itself. But what if that same teacher says, "I see how hard you are working on this. You are so persistent, and I know you can figure it out." Those words build confidence. They inspire effort. They can be the very thing that helps that child push through the difficulty and succeed. One set of words closes a door, the other opens it wide. Now consider the opposite. The destructive force of gossip. It often seems harmless, just a little chat about someone who is not in the room. But gossip is a poison that erodes trust and destroys reputations. When you speak negatively about someone behind their back, you are not only hurting them, but you are also damaging your own integrity. The people listening to you learn that you cannot be trusted. It creates an atmosphere of suspicion and division. On the other hand, speaking the truth with love, directly to the person involved, can heal a misunderstanding and strengthen a relationship. It takes courage, but it builds a foundation of real trust. The same principle applies to how we talk to ourselves. This is your self-talk, the inner narrator of your life. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not smart enough, I always mess things up," you are programming your mind for failure. You are creating a life based on limitation. But if you choose to speak words of truth and encouragement to yourself, like "I am capable, I am learning and growing, I am worthy of love," you begin to build an inner world of strength and resilience. Your words are the architects of your reality. They lay the foundation for the life you experience day in and day out. It is so easy to get caught up in the outward appearance of things. We can become experts at following the rules. We can become experts at looking the part. We can become experts at doing all the things we think we are supposed to do. In Jesus' time, this was a big issue. Religious leaders were obsessed with tradition, like the ceremonial washing of hands. They asked Jesus, "Why do your disciples break the tradition? They don't wash their hands before they eat." From their perspective, it was a serious violation. They were focused on the external act, the rule itself. But Jesus saw right through this. He saw that their obsession with these minor rules was causing them to miss the entire point. They were so busy policing behavior that they had forgotten to care for their hearts. Whether we are donating enough money, or if we are following every little tradition perfectly, we can become so focused on our diet, our exercise routine, or the brand of our clothes, all these external things, that we completely neglect the state of our own heart. We can present a perfect picture to the world, while inside we are filled with judgment, anger, unforgiveness. We can honor goodness with our lips, but our hearts can be far away. The real spiritual work is not about perfecting our outward performance. It is about purifying our inner intentions. It is about asking ourselves, why am I doing this? Is it out of love, or is it out of fear of what others will think? Am I more concerned with looking clean than with being clean on the inside? Jesus was teaching that a truly clean life starts in the heart, and the primary evidence of a clean heart is clean speech. You can follow every rule in the book, but if your words are cutting, critical, and unkind, you have missed the most important part of the lesson. Understanding the power of words is one thing, but putting it into practice in our busy, often stressful lives is another. It requires intention, and it requires practice. It does not happen overnight. Simple, practical steps can help us begin steering our lives with better words. The first and most powerful step is simply to pause. Before you speak, especially when you are feeling emotional, just take one single breath. That tiny space between impulse and action can stop a harsh word from escaping. It gives you a moment to choose a better response. Second, check in with your heart. Ask yourself, where is this word coming from? Is it coming from love and a desire to help? Or is it coming from ego, or fear, or a need to be right? Honest self-reflection can be revealing. It helps you take responsibility for your emotions instead of letting them spill onto others. Tend your inner garden. Notice a weed of bitterness. Notice anger. Choose to pull it out before it flowers into hurtful speech. Third, make it your goal to use words that build up. Before you speak about someone or to someone, ask, will this help or will this hurt? This simple filter can transform your communication. Shift from merely expressing yourself to considering the impact on another's spirit. Actively look for chances to speak life. Offer a genuine compliment. Express gratitude. Acknowledge someone's effort. These acts are like planting seeds of light. Finally, practice. Make it a daily habit. Start by saying thank you more often, for big things and for small things. Practice saying I'm sorry quickly and sincerely when you err. Choose praise over blame in your family. Choose encouragement over criticism at work. We aren't aiming for perfection. We will stumble. We will say the wrong thing sometimes. The goal is progress, not perfection. When you miss the mark, be gentle with yourself. Make it right if you can, and start again. Each day is a new opportunity to speak with love. In the end, it all comes back to this simple, powerful truth. Your words are creating your world. They are shaping your health, forming your relationships, programming your mind. Every word you speak is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. It can add color, light, beauty, or it can create dark and muddy patches. The power to choose the outcome lies with you, in every single conversation, every single day. The potential for healing, connection, joy is right there, waiting to be unlocked by your own voice. Your mouth is steering your life, so you must choose your destination with intention. This is not a message of guilt or shame. It is a message of empowerment. It is a call to awaken to the incredible creative force you possess. Do not underestimate the impact of a single kind word. It can be a lifeline to someone who is drowning in despair. Do not dismiss the harm of a single piece of gossip. It can be a crack in the foundation of a friendship. We must take our speech as seriously as we take any other aspect of our well-being. Matthew 15:18 gives us the ultimate reason why. The things that come out of the mouth come from the heart, and these make a man unclean. If we truly desire a life of peace, love, and meaning, our work must begin on the inside. We must cultivate a heart that is filled with grace, forgiveness, and compassion. When we tend to our inner world, our outer world, including our speech, will naturally begin to reflect that beauty. The words that bring life will flow more easily. So let this be our commitment. Let us pause before we speak. Let us think about our intentions. Let us choose words that heal, words that encourage, and words that unite. Let us speak truth with love. Let your heart lead your mouth toward a better life. Let your words become a source of strength for you and for everyone you meet. Remember the small steps. Pause. Think. Choose words that build up. Say thank you. Say I'm sorry. Practice kindness until it becomes your first language. This is how you take the wheel. This is how you steer your life toward the light. Every word is a choice. Today and every day, let us choose life. Let us choose love. Let us choose to speak words that make the world a little brighter.